Namaskar. Welcome to India Foundation's series called Sanmitram. Sanmitram means enhancing friendship through cultural heritage. The series engages in interesting conversations with youngsters in the field of art and culture, unfolding their experiences, their thoughts, their ideas. In this episode, we have beautiful young dancers from the United States of America. Namaskar, everyone. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Anshu Vorganti, and I have been a part of Rangoli Dance Company learning from my guru Malti Aunty since 2011, and I'm currently a senior in high school.
Namaste, my name is Vaishnavi Bala Aisola. I have been learning Bharatanatyam since 2001 from Malti Iyengar and a company dancer since 2007. I began co-teaching adults in 2020. I'm also an art instructor for the city of Los Angeles and pursuing a master's in school psychology.
Namaste, I'm Shivani Lakshmi Aisola. I've been learning Bharatanatyam under my guru Malati Iyengar since 1997. Also in 2020, I began co-teaching beginners Bharatanatyam. I also am a communications consultant for various nonprofits here in Los Angeles.
Hi, I'm Nina Krishnan. I have been learning from my guru Malati Iyengar since 2016, and I am currently a high school sophomore.
Namaste, my name is Nishita Viswanathan, and I've been learning Bharatanatyam with my guru Malti Aunty since 2002. I'm currently pursuing a career in technology as a startup founder and have also begun co-teaching beginner dance classes last year.
It is so wonderful to know about each one of you, about your talents and your current activities. Bharatanatyam is one of the oldest Shastriya tradition of India. How has learning Bharatanatyam influenced your life?
So for me, learning Bharatanatyam has created such a positive impact in my life. Starting off, I was very young and it was just a way to connect to my Indian roots. But as I went on, I learned so much about passion, determination, and confidence. It created such a large impact on my daily life also, since it taught me to be attentive and creative. And I was also able to problem solve any situation I came across and memorize much easier and overall just have a more positive outlook. But Bharatanatyam also gave me an outlet for my emotions. I have learned so much about myself, both mentally and physically, throughout my journey. But mostly teamwork was another quality that I gained through dance. I was able to learn about different points of view and figure out the best way to handle each situation. I got to experience so many perspectives at a young age, and that truly made me a much better person. And I realized that dance has bettered my life through a decrease in stress and honestly an increase in awareness.
That was so beautiful to hear, Anshu, how not only as a person it has taught you many things to be inspired, but also to participate in a team and learn from the team's spirit also. Storytelling has been the basis of any culture in the world. And it is so important for us to hear good stories to uplift ourselves. What are the productions in which you have participated, and how has these stories influenced your audiences in the United States of America?
Yes, so our performances are open to all, and we do attract a diverse audience that isn't necessarily 100% Desi or NRIs. And our Guru Malathianti does a very masterful job of creating complex choreography that maintains the classicism of Bharatanatyam while also telling stories that are accessible to people that might not be familiar with our nritya or our traditions. And so this can include staging productions like Punyakoti, which adapts a Kannada folktale to tell the story of a cow and a tiger. So we as the dancers are crafting this narrative using very animalistic movements, and it's easier for the audience to follow along. Or something like Sacred Geometry, which is a production that uses a lot of pure nritta that draws the audience in as we're creating these powerful shapes and patterns on the stage. We also do a lot of very traditional pieces, such as the Very Boni Varnam or a classic Muruga Shabdam, where perhaps an audience member doesn't quite know the story that we are trying to convey, but they can still appreciate the art form irregardless. Lastly, Malthianti also stresses that dance is just one part of the equation of storytelling. It's also costume design, it's lighting, set design, props, sound, anything that helps bridge the understanding and emphasize elements of storytelling so that we can bring any audience along on this journey with us.
I also understand that you have done something on the Navagrahas. Would you like to say a few words on that?
Sure. So that was a part of the Sacred Geometry production. I believe Sacred Geometry is anywhere between 60 to 90 minutes. And so the central piece of the production was a piece on the Navagrahas, where each dancer was one of the 9 planets. And so to tell that story involved a lot of different colors. So each planet wore a specific sash that delineated, okay, this is Rahu, this is Ketu, like that. So it's very easy for the audience to see, okay, these people are in a formation, they're wearing different costumes, they're moving specifically in certain ways. Something is happening here that maybe I'm not aware of, but it feels cosmic.
Yes. See, appreciation of art itself is a step towards respecting each other's culture, and how art, its presentation with a beauty, with a grace, with rhythm, all this bridges the gap. Social media has taken the world by storm, and it looks like the world belongs to youngsters. How do you think social media has again influenced the narratives? What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of the existence of social media, and how do you think it's going to be in the future?
Yeah, social media is such a big part of especially our generation's lives. And especially at a time like this when we're all kind of stuck at home, we're always on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And it's useful not just for Bharatanatyam, but for all art forms, whether it be to share useful information about upcoming performance dates or to learn about each other's culture, history, stories, texts, and especially for us to be able to share clips of us dancing. And so anyone who's interested in learning a little bit more, anyone who's interested at all, is able to just watch a video of us dancing with one click, which is super easy and accessible for everyone. And in the future, social media will most likely continue to grow and become an even larger platform for artists to continue to share their journeys and learn a lot more about each other's art and the history. But with everything, it does have its pros and cons. So one con of having social media for us as dancers would be we get energy from the audience. Being there on stage and having an audience in front of us just makes us more energetic, gives us more confidence. And dancing in front of a camera and posting it online does not have the same effect, obviously, but there's not much we can do about that. So hopefully in the future we can move back into performing live and not have to rely on social media and posting videos and be able to dance with a live audience and be able to get that energy from them.
Yes, I agree with you. I hope things get back to normal. I will not call this as a new normal. It's just a new condition, but coming back to normal where we have people interacting with people and deriving energy. Nothing can replace that. All of you have grown so beautifully, so aesthetically, so gracefully, and are still continuing to grow through your art form. Why do you think art matters?
So I think art matters for quite a few different reasons. One of them being that it plays a huge role in how people see and interact with others and the world in general. Art is history and the expression of humanity over our entire existence. It's also communication, passion, love, and creation. It's able to bind all of us across cultural, language, and even physical barriers. It's flexible in a way that's able to show the uniqueness of every individual who dares to create, and in my opinion, everyone should. It's also a way for us to thoroughly express our individuality through a creative process. Art is also a view into the personal and collective human condition that would otherwise be locked away inside the brain. I think dance specifically, though, is so important and matters because movement is a means to giving, sustaining, contemplating, and sharing life. That's what you get when you move your body. Dance, it's also the outward expression of that life, what we give our physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual selves.
That was a beautiful answer, Vaishnavi. You must have heard of this. Without art, there is no heart. Also, Vaishnavi said a very right thing. Existence is born out of movements. That is why we have even Nataraja all the time moving. The dance of the Lord of dances, the Lord of all of us, Nataraja, is the dance of creation, of sustenance, of resolution, of creation. So the moment he stops dancing, the world will stop. worship to the temple deities in India. And then it grew from district to district, town to town, state to state, country to country. And now it's spread across the globe. What has made Bharatanatyam so popular in America, where there are hundreds of schools now, north to south, east to west?
So, with most of us born in the US, we're constantly balancing two identities. We're figuring out how to fit into the culture of the country that we were born into while holding on to our Indian heritage. Bharatanatyam and classical art forms in general give us that opportunity to bridge the duality and remain connected. Additionally, America is a country that's built on so many different cultures, and it's important for Indian art forms to share a space in the American industry as well, which I think our Guru Malti Aunty has uniquely really broken barriers in. Presenting an art form that's so ancient and deeply rooted in India in a way that's approachable and relatable to anyone, no matter where they are born, what religion they practice, whether they're Indian or not. And for us as students, by pursuing Bharatanatyam, we're not only learning dance steps, but also spirituality, discipline, culture, and life lessons passed down through so many generations. And so to sum it up, for a diaspora of people living across the globe, yet so deeply tied to their Indian roots, Bharatanatyam represents that connection to culture and heritage, no matter where in the world we are. And I think that's what makes it so important and so popular.
Excellent. See, connecting to one's roots, it's so important to grow in a very strong and confident manner because it gives us that identity. And Nishita, you so very well explained its importance. I thank each one of you, Anshu, Nishita, Shivani, Neena, for participating in Sanmitram. Although we are 10,000 miles apart, this technology has brought us together, and our conversation, I'm sure, will be enjoyed by the audiences. The excerpts of work that you have also sent are very wonderful, and I look forward to again having an interaction with you very soon. On behalf of India Foundation, thank you very much, and wishing each one of you a glorious future.